Hey everybody, it's Dave here from Dragonhill Games, and I am back at you with another Strixhaven opening. This time we're going to do a Strixhaven set boosters. We already did some pre-release kit videos. There was 5 different pre-release kits this time, and if you didn't have a chance to check it out, here's one of the special theme dice. You get one of these for each school, depending on which you pick in each pre-release kit. So that was another nice little bonus this time from Wizards. Alright, so 30 packs in our set booster. Let's get right into cracking packs. And be honest with you, I didn't really look. Oh, these are like the Japanese style, so they're a little bit more sort of space in between each pack, and they're a little bit more challenging to open. And yes, we have the token right on top. Okay, so I didn't really have a look at what is in the set booster. So we're going to find out as we go along together. There is an art card that's pretty sweet. A couple of, looks like some sort of spirit wolves. Of course, we get a land. And then, yeah, there's these new lessons in each set. We kind of went over that a little bit in some of the pre-release kit opening videos. So you can check those out if you want to see a little bit more about some of the lessons. And looks like this was some sort of Orzhov themed pack. Closing statements. Now we have a dramatic finale. So this is 4 hybrid white-black mana. It's an enchantment. Creature tokens you control get +1/+1. I can already think of a deck I would like to put this in. Whenever one or more non-token creatures you control die, create a 2/1 white and black inkling creature token with flying. This ability triggers only once per turn. Pretty sweet. Okay, so this was what I was wondering. It looks like, ooh, all right. So you do get one of these, I forget what they're called, Academy cards or something along those lines. Anyway, it's a curated list of alt art borderless cards. We got Compulsive Research, and we got a Defiant Strike foil. So that was really neat. I thought maybe the only way to get the foil versions of these list cards was in the collector boosters, but I am wrong. So that's a pleasant discovery. Okay. Here we go with another art card. Oh, that's pretty nice. Okay, we'll put all those up there. We got a land, of course. It looks like we're going to have a lesson right on top. Another Orzhov theme, no, Golgari theme pack, but it had white card. Okay, it is what it is. Cram Session, I love the names on some of these. Okay, Tenured Ink Caster. Okay, and then we have a Fervent Mastery, so 2 red and 3 for a sorcery. You may pay 2 red and 2 rather than pay the spell's mana cost. If you did, an opponent discards any number of cards, then draws that many cards. You can search your library for up to 3 cards, put them in your hand, shuffle, then discard 3 cards at random. A really bizarre, crazy kind of tutor for red. Okay, and then we got Whirlwind Denial. We're going to have a lot of packs in these set boosters, a lot of piles in these set boosters, so might as well start off on the right foot and keep everything organized. Whirlwind Denial and Make Your Mark as a foil, and we got an Arena Info card. Okay, these do have a tear strip, so let's attempt to use that. I was never very good at these tear strips. Not impressed with the tear strip on these, so I will make a note of that. And you can note that if you are happening to purchase one of these set boosters. There's one of the signed cards, so that's pretty good. You usually get one of those kind of every pack, I think. Or every box, I mean. Alright, so here we go. Looks like another Golgari themed pack. Alright, Dueling a Coach, a Wandering Archaic. So we had this in our pre-release kit opening. It's actually a really cool creature. 5 mana cost, 4/4 avatar, all colorless of course. Whenever an opponent casts an instant or sorcery spell, they may pay 2. If they don't, you copy that spell and you can choose new targets for the copy. And then on the other side we have Explore the Vastlands, a 3 mana cost sorcery. Each player looks at the top 5 cards of their library, reveals a land card and or instant or sorcery card from among them, and then puts the cards they revealed this way into their hand, the rest on the bottom of their library in a random order, and gains 3 life. Okay. We have a Defiant Strike, but of course first we have another rare for the pack, and that's an Elite Spellbinder. A Defiant Strike and a foil Field Trip. So it looks like continuing with the tradition that you get 1 foil guaranteed in each pack of set booster. All right. Sweet looking art card. I believe that's maybe Kazmina. Planes. Ooh, a mythic right on top. So you can, since there's a lesson slot, there are lessons of every rarity, including a mythic. And you can get one of any rarity in the lesson slot. 7 mana colorless sorcery lesson. Create a 2/1 white and black inkling creature token with flying. A 3/2 red and white spirit creature token. And a 4/4 blue and red elemental creature token. Interesting. Guess we'll put that in our rare pile there. Okay, we're going to speed things up here. Got a lot of packs to go through, so not going to really stop unless we see something awesome like a Prismari command. There is a command for each of the different schools. This is the Is It Colored one. So for 3 mana at instant speed, we choose 2. Prismari command deals 2 damage to any target. Target player draws 2 cards, then discards 2 cards. Target player creates a treasure token or destroy target artifact. And then we got Village Rites and a foil reject. Oh, and a Swiftfoot Boot. So this is an actual list card. All right, let's put our list cards over there. A lot of piles. Lots of piles. Okay. So Set Booster has the list, and in the list slot, you can either get a token, you can get one of these cards as a foil. So quite a bit of variety there. And there is our art card. Okay. Looking like an Orzhov pack here. Clever. Okay, Sparring Regimen. So 1 white and 2 for an enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, you learn. Whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature and untap it. Pretty sweet rare. Then we have an Ephemerate, which is 1 white mana. It's an instant. Exile target creature you control, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. It has Rebound. I believe that was originally came out in maybe Modern Horizons. Okay. So unfortunately, we kind of always know if we're going to be getting a list card. And we will be getting one apparently in this pack. Okay. Here we go. All right, we have a Vanishing Verse. This is the first time I've seen this one. So 1 black and 1 white for an instant. Exile target monocolored permanent. All right, interesting. And then we have Opt. All right, really nice. I do like the artwork on these cards. A Test of Talents in foil. And we have a Jubilant Mascot was our card from the list. Okay. There we go, sweet looking art card. I do like that, that's pretty neat. Foil land this time. Okay. Alright, getting down to the good stuff. We have Oreck, Allure Mage. So this guy is 2 black and 2. He's a human warlock, a 3/3. You can tap him to search your library for a card, put it into your graveyard, then shuffle. If it's an instant or sorcery card, put a +1/+1 counter on him. Then we got Growth Spiral as our alt art borderless, pretty nice. A Reduced to Memory foil and a Rock Jocks Lorehold theme card, kind of neat. So, again, I do say this in all of my videos. Tell me what you guys think of this set. I think this set is a real winner. Man, it's cool that, especially these set boosters, that's really neat. You get list cards, you get the alt art, alt border cards. Wow, yeah, there's a lot going on in these set boosters. Shine Shadow Snarl. So this is a land. As it enters the battlefield, you may reveal a plains or swamp from your hand. If you don't, it enters the battlefield tapped. So a nice one of those sort of check kind of lands. And then we have Teferi's Protection. That's the first one I've seen of these. Really sweet. It's in the Mythic slot, so I guess that they actually did assign rarities to these. And we all know what Teferi's Protection is, so really nice hit there for that pack. And a Heated Debate, and from the list we got Ulvenwald Mysteries. Okay. Straighten up again a little bit here. Continuing on. Yeah, so these must have been made in Japan. Definitely. Okay, art card there. Yeah, so let me know in the comments section below. I was kind of saying that and I got sidetracked there because that pack was so awesome. What are you thinking of this set? Do you like the theme behind this set? Are you going to be buying anything from this set? We have another mythic, Ecological Appreciation. Ecological Appreciation. 1 green, 2, and X for sorcery. Search your library and graveyard for up to 4 creature cards with different names that each have mana value X or less and reveal them. An opponent chooses 2 of those cards, shuffle the chosen cards into your library, and put the rest onto the battlefield. Exile Ecological Appreciation. Really nice mythic there. I'm sure that will end up in some commander decks. A foil spirit summoning, and then that looks kind of cool. A fractal token. Okay. Last pack for our first stack. Yeah, we had some really nice hits actually in our pre-release kits, so make sure you take the opportunity to check those out. Okay, so yes, a rare right on top there for in our lesson spot, Illuminate History. Okay. Alright, we have another rare in Radiant Scroll Wielder. So 1 white, 1 red, and 2. It's a dwarf cleric. He's a 2/4. Instant and sorcery spells you control have lifelink. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile an instant or sorcery card at random from your graveyard. You may cast it this turn. If a spell cast this way would be put into your graveyard, exile it instead. So it kind of randomly gives, Electrolyze there, randomly gives, I guess, one of your instants or sorcery cards flashback until end of turn. Getting into the next stack. Okay, let's move things along a little bit here. Got a swamp. Lots of, this is like the uncommon pack. Every single card was an uncommon except Magma Opus, which is a mythic. Boy, some of the stuff is really heavily costed in this set. So in the Izzet colors, it's 8 mana. Magma Opus deals 4 damage divided as you choose among any number of targets. Tap 2 target permanents, create a 4/4 blue and red elemental creature token, draw 2 cards, and then you can pay 2 hybrid blue-red, discard Magma Opus, create a treasure token. Interesting. Okay, with some of the spells that and guys that we have that make stuff come back from the graveyard, seems pretty good so far. Okay, we have a Devastating Mastery. This is sort of a board wipe. Destroy all non-land permanents for 4 white and 2. And of course, you can pay 2 white and 2 if you want to do it for cheaper. But one of your opponents gets to return 2 things to their hand. And we got Negate, which is really nice looking. And then a Fuse with Vitality. Okay. All right, our art card. I believe that is maybe Grape Shot? No, I don't think that's Grape Shot. Thrill of Possibility, possibly? Okay. Here we go. Some uncommons. Then we have a Rushed Rebirth. So a 1 green and 1 black. It's an instant. Choose target creature. When that creature dies this turn, search your library for a creature card with lesser mana value, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. And a Revitalize, that's really sweet. A foil Unwilling Ingredient, and another token. So what do you guys think is the best value out of this set? Like, are you going to go draft booster? Going with these set boosters. A lot of cool stuff going on in these set boosters, but the draft booster, you're also guaranteed to kind of get one of these in every pack as well. So I think long term, the sealed value on this set is going to be fairly good. However, there is going to be a lot of stuff kind of enter the market or enters the supply chain, I suppose, of all of these kinds of cards for sure. Augmenter, a Pugilist. So a 2 green and 1. He's a Troll Druid, a 3/3 trample. As long as you control 8 or more lands, he gets +5/+5. And he's a modal dual flip. On the other side, we have Echoing Equation for 2 blue and 3. It's a sorcery. Choose target creature you control. Each other creature you control becomes a copy of it until end of turn, except those creatures aren't legendary if the chosen creature is legendary. Interesting. Sounds like a Sakashima card. We have Conspiracy Theorist, a Gift of Estates. What is this card? So 1 white and 2. It's a sorcery. If an opponent controls more lands than you, search your library for up to 3 plains cards, reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle. Seems pretty decent. Then we have a Zimone Quandrix Prodigy in foil. All right, and another token. Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, the draft boosters are really good value too. I think this set overall is pretty incredible value if you think about what you're actually getting, you know, in these packs. And they didn't really sort of up the price, so good on Wizards for that. They put a lot of good effort, I think, into this set. If you disagree with me, why don't you let me know in the comments section below. We have a Degmoth Titan. So he is 4 mana hybrid black-green. He's a demon, an 11/10, and whenever he attacks or blocks, sacrifice a creature. Really interesting, cheap creature there for just 4 mana. There's that Thrill of Possibility. Yeah, so that was that art card. We have a foil flunk and another info token. Yeah, I'm really excited to get to the collector boosters, and we do have a sponsored collector booster video coming up, as well as a sponsored draft booster video, so make sure you keep your eyes out for that. And thank you to the people who have sponsored videos on this channel, both now and of course in the past. Semester's End, I really like this. It's sort of like Teferi's Protection. 1 white and 3 at instant speed. You basically exile any number of creatures and or planeswalkers you control. At the end of turn, you return them to the battlefield. If they're creatures, they get a +1/+1 counter. And if they're planeswalker, they get an extra loyalty counter. Duress, so that's pretty interesting with that alt art there. And then we have a foil waterfall aerialist. Math Wizzies. Okay. I guess the Simic school guys are Math Wizzies. What is Simic? Quandrix, I think? Sounds about right. Here we go with another art card. We have a land. Always that lesson right on top there. Okay. Bookworm. Some of the names, I was saying, these are awesome cards. Elemental Expressionist. So here's your 4 mana in the hybrid Izzet colors. He's a 4/4 Orc Wizard. He has Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery, choose target creature you control until end of turn. It gains, if this creature would leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere else. And when you exile this creature, create a 4/4 blue and red elemental creature token. Interesting. There's a Mizzix Mastery, so another mythic. We're doing pretty good with these cards, these alt art borderless cards. Yes, Mizzix Mastery is always in high demand. We have a foil Owlin Shield Mage and another token. It's been a pretty good set box, yeah. I'm impressed. Wizard says disappointed with a few sets recently. I kind of was disappointed with Zendikar, even though you did get the box topper in every box. It kind of didn't do enough for me. The set was, I felt it was kind of trashy overall. Basic Conjuration. So what is this? 2 green and 1. It's a lesson. When you look at the top 6 cards of your library, you may reveal a creature card from among them, put it into your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order, and gain 3 life. I did like Kaldheim though. I thought Kaldheim was pretty good, even though maybe the sort of value, sort of per pack value maybe wasn't there kind of like it has been. There's a Divine Gambit. That's really cool art. With something like, you know, this set or whatever. Kaldheim had some really awesome cards. Really good mechanics. It was nice to see Snowback. You know, got a Snowland in every pack. So Kaldheim I think was actually a really nice set overall. They did really well with it. It's actually quite balanced, I find, on Arena. I'm actually interested in starting to play some of these and see how it goes. I think this would have been an amazing draft, especially really fun with the different schools, of course, right? Culmination of Studies. Izzet, colors, and X. Sorcery, exile the top X cards of your library. For each land card exiled this way, create a treasure token for each blue card. The exile this way, draw a card, and then for each red card exiled this way, Culmination of Studies deals 1 damage to each opponent. And we have Cross and Grip. That's really cool. Oh, I like that art with the sort of decaying axe on the one side. Man, that is really neat. Okay, a Dragon's Approach foil and another token. Yeah, I think this would have been amazing to draft. We've really missed out on a lot of awesome drafting, you know, over the course of this last sort of year and a half or so, right? I mean, I guess we're all sort of in the same boat, but oh man, it would have been so much fun to draft Commander Legends. And then, you know, I thought Kaldheim was really solid. This is definitely a good set. All right, I haven't seen this one. Cayenne, Dean of Substance. 1 green and 2. It's a legendary elf druid, 2/2. Exile the top card of your library. If it's a land card, put it into your hand. Otherwise, put a study counter on it. Then you pay 1 green and 4. Create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token. Put a +1/+1 counter on it for each different mana value among non-land cards you own in exile with study count. Okay, wow. Alright, interesting. And on the other side we have Imbraham, Dean of Theory. So another bird wizard, 2 blue and 2. So flying 3/3. You can pay 2 blue and X, tap it, and exile the top X cards of your library. Put a study counter on each of them. Then you may put a card you own in exile with a study counter on it into your hand. A lot of business going on this card. And then we got another mythic. So Boros colors +3 for a legendary dwarf cleric to 4/5. Spirits you control get +1/+1 and have haste and trample. Spirits, eh? Interesting. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, exile it. If you do, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's a spirit in addition to its other types and has, when this creature leaves the battlefield, return the exiled card to your graveyard. Wow, these cards really are getting to be a mouthful. Adventurous Impulse and a foil Novice Dissector. Okay. Let's move things along. I realized after my camera cut out that this video is taking quite a while. So we'll just get right down to the good stuff. I'm not even going to worry too much about sorting. A Selfless Glyph Weaver. Then we got a Hall of Oracles, one of the lands. We got a Claim the Firstborn. I really like the art on that one. A foil Grinning Ingus, which I believe was downshifted. And a Loyal Unicorn as a list card. Yeah, I think Grinning Ingus was downshifted. Maybe that was a rare from Scars of Mirrodin, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section below. Okay, more art. Let's get down to the goodies. Okay, Virident Mastery. What's this one? 1 green and 5. It's a sorcery. You may pay 1 green and 3 rather than pay its mana cost. Search your library for up to 4 basic land cards and reveal them. Put one of them into the battlefield tapped under an opponent's control if the 1 green and 3 cost was paid. Put 2 of them onto the battlefield tapped under your control and the rest into your hand. Then shuffle. Interesting. Okay. And then we got Swords to Plowshares. I really do like this one. We also got that one in our pre-release kit, so that's really sweet. And a Blight Sickle. So the list stuff has been pretty trashy. I mean, it's always nice to have more Swiftfoot boots, but honestly, not sure what their plan is with the list. It seems like they throw in some random good cards, but the chances of getting them are usually pretty slim. I mean, I've opened a lot of packs and never really hit anything good from the list. So not sure kind of what Wizards is doing there, if it's just a way to maybe get some more random cards into the supply chain. All right, Professor Onyx, which of course is actually Liliana for 2 black and 4. She's really awesome. She has Magecraft. Of course, when you Magecraft, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Her +1 is you lose 1 life. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. A -3 is each opponent sacrifices a creature with the greatest power among creature that players controls. And -8 is each opponent may discard a card. If they don't, they lose 3 life. Repeat this process 6 more times. And she enters the battlefield with 5 loyalty counters on her. We have a Sedgemoor Witch, a Snakeskin Veil, and a foil Reflective Golem, and a Balefire Leech. So I just was saying that the list is pretty crappy, and then the very next pack I get a Balefire Leech from the list. So decent hit, I suppose, from the list. It's no Chalice of the Void or anything, but still pretty good. Okay. Yeah, I really do love some of the names on some of these cards. Pretty amazing. A multiple choice, so that's a really nice one. Then we have Tendrils of Agony. Okay. Pretty sweet. We got a foil, a Burrog, a Befuddler, and another token. Alright, art card. We got another foil land. get down to the goodies here. Okay, we have an exponential growth. This is actually a pretty cool card. So 2 green and double X. Until end of turn, double target creature's power X times. Amazing. And then Shock as our alt art borderless there. Really nice. And we got a foil Abundant Harvest. Ooh, that's really sweet. Okay. So that's the second one of those that we got in here. Pretty good. If you end up getting 2 of those per box in foil, that seems like a half decent deal. Okay, a few more packs to go here. Sweet looking art card. Okay. As usual, my piles are a complete disaster. Another mythic. Excuse me. Another mythic. So I actually really like this guy. I think he's really cool. I'm considering making a commander deck with him. He's 1 green and 2 for a legendary pest. He's a 3/2. Other pests, bat, insects, snakes, and spiders you control get +1/+1. And when he dies, you gain 4 life. On the other side, we have Search for Blacks. It's 2 black and 2 for a sorcery. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put any number of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. You lose 3 life for each card put into your hand this way. I think that's a really cool new guy from the set. We have Draconic Intervention and Agonizing Remorse. Oh, wow. And a Sign in Blood. So no amazing hits with these foils. Like, of course, it would have been awesome to have a Teferi's Protection or a Demonic Tutor or something like that. But I am really impressed that we've gotten 3 of those so far in this box. Really good. And you know somebody's going to get a really awesome box with a bunch of really cool foils in it. So good for them. This is a really good set, Wizards. You did a good job with this one. There's Quandrix's Command. And then we have a Channel, with this, which is a mythic. I think this is banned virtually everywhere. We have a foil Enthusiastic Study. Yeah, not sure why they keep reprinting Channel. Like, it's banned in what isn't it? It's got to be banned in Legacy and Vintage, I think. That's kind of the only places it would really be playable anyway. I know it's definitely banned in Commander. So yeah. Not sure why they keep reprinting that card. I mean, there has to be enough of them out there. Ingenious Mastery. Then we have Cultivate. I really like the look on that one as well. Wow. All right. So we got a foil mythic Shadrix Silver Quill. And there is definitely one of these Elder Dragons in each of the schools. So this is the Orzhov one. He is a legendary Elder Dragon with flying and double strike. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may choose to. Each mode must target a different player. Target player creates a 2/1 white and black Inkling creature token with flying. Target player draws a card and loses 1 life. And target player puts a +1/+1 counter on each creature they control. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may choose to. Okay, interesting. So I suppose you just pretty much always choose one for yourself unless you're playing some sort of, multiplayer where you have a friend. And then a Necrotic Sliver, so decent hit for the list there. Couple more packs to go. Oh, here we go. Art card. All right. Get right down to it here. All right, I haven't seen this one either. So Valentin, Dean of the Vein. 1 black for a 1/1 legendary vampire warlock with menace and lifelink. If a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. When you do, you may pay 2. If you do, create a 1/1 black and green pest creature token. Okay, that's interesting. And on the other side, it is Lysette, Dean of the Root. So 2 green and 2. It's a legendary human druid, a 4/4. Whenever you gain life, you may pay 1. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, and those creatures gain trample until end of turn. Really solid. I think that guy is very good. And then we have a negate and another foil Grinning Ingus. Okay. There we go. Alright, so we have Leonin, a Light Scribe. 1 white and 1 for a cat cleared, has Magecraft, and when you Magecraft, you get creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Then we have Grape Shot, and a foil Prismary Pledge Mage. Okay, last pack. All right, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button. It really helps me out. And check out all of our other Strixhaven opening videos. Okay. Good luck, last pack. Here we go. We have a Silver Quill Silencer. I actually like this guy. I think it's going to see some play in Standard. We got Eliminate. And then we got a foil, a Stone Rise Spirit, and a token. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Bye for now.